Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and the fourth video in the Python tutorial for beginners series. In this video we will go over chain conditionals, which is multiple conditionals, and nested statements. So let's get into it. In the last video we went over the if else elif statement. Here's a quick example. We have a variable and we say that x is equal to 10. Then we check if the variable x is equal to 10, so this is a single condition, and we are checking whether or not it will evaluate to true. And if it does evaluate to true, we will run this set of code, or this line of code. If this condition does not hold out to be true, then the else statement will run. So let's go ahead and run this file, run module, save it, and boom, we get x is equal to 10. So here's a very simple overview of what we did last video. If elif else statements. Create a condition. In this case our condition is checking if x is definitely equal to 10, and it is equal to 10, and the condition is true, therefore this line of code is printed. But if we change it and we say x is equal to 12, and now if we check if x is equal to 10 and if that is true and we run the code, well, x is not equal to 10. And why is that? It's because the condition did not turn out to be true, because 12 and 10 aren't the same, so the else statement gets printed out. So this checks for false. Now I am going to go ahead and comment all of these out. No, I'm actually going to remove all of this. If you want to keep it, by all means you can keep it in, but I don't really need it. Now let's go over chained conditionals, or simply multiple conditions. So chained, I spelled that wrong. Chain conditions, which is simply saying multiple conditions. Give me a second here. Okay, great. This is actually really easy to catch on once you do a few examples. So let's jump right in. Let's go ahead and create a comment, e.g. Oh, by the way, the exclamation sign and the equals to sign checks if values are not equal. The same way two equals to signs check if a value is equal. So let's go ahead and say x is equal to 10, and then let's get an if else statement. If x is equal to 10 and, now notice, and like if changes color to light orange. Why is that? It's because and is a keyword in Python, and x is less than 12. What am I doing here? Instead of checking a single condition, I am actually checking two conditions or multiple to be true. Two conditions to be true. So two conditions to be true. Let's go ahead. So our condition checks if x is equal to 10 and x is less than 12. And if x is less than 12 and 10, let's print out a simple string and say x is equal to 10 and x is less than 12. Else, let's print out a simple string, what? Just for fun, nothing too complex here. Let's go ahead and run this. And boom, we got x is equal to 10 and x is less than 12. Now, why did that happen? Well, we created a variable and we said x is equal to 10. This is our variable. Then in our if statement we check for the condition if x is equal to 10, and it is equal to 10. And we also checked if x is less than 12, and yes, 10 is less than 12. Therefore both conditions turned out to be true. And as I said before, in an if statement, if the condition turns out to be true, the first line of code will run. So this line of code ran. Now let's change it. Let's say x is 15. What do you think will happen? See, x is 15, so it's not equal to 10, nor is it less than 12. Let's see what's printed out. Let's go ahead and, no, in fact let's make you 11. So far, x checks if it's 10 and x has to be less than 12. Let's go ahead and run code. Notice we got back what? Why is that? It's because even though one condition is false and one condition is true, we're using the and keyword, and it checks if both conditions hold out to be true. Now watch. Let's remove and put or. What do you think will happen? Well, let's just go ahead and run the code and see. And boom, we get back x is equal to 10 and x is less than 12. Why is that? Well, it's because the OR statement checks if either one of the conditions turn out to be true. In our case, the first condition is false, but the second condition is true, and therefore this set of lines of code will run. That's that. So let's go over one more example. I'll leave that there. eg_1, and let's say x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 15. If x is equal to 10, or y is less than 18, these two conditions, so two conditions, let's print out either or both were true, else print, let's print out x plus y. Let's go and see what happens. So let's run this. Now, I'm actually going to remove this. You can keep it in if you want to. So this as well. Run. Yes. Notice either or both are true. Now, why did this happen? Well, we created a variable x is equal to 12. We created another variable y is equal to 15. Then we check the condition if x is equal to 10. And the thing is, x is not equal to 10. As we see here, x is actually 12. But we also have y is equal to 15. And our second condition says, or y is less than 18. And this turns out to be true. Therefore, this set of code will run, because the OR statement checks if either or are true. The AND statement checks if both are true. That's that. Now let's change this to be 19. And let's run the code. Instead we get addition. Why is that? It's because neither of the variable conditions turn out to be true. Therefore the else statement ran, which is x plus y, which is 12 plus 19, which is 31. Now let's go over nested statements. Now let me just write this out. So if else and else. So let's create a variable x is equal to 10. If x is equal to 10, then we run the next if statement. If x is equal to 10, then let's change x to be, one day this will actually work, then x is therefore equal to 12. If x is equal to 12, print x changed from 10 to 12. Else print hello. Else print let's go ahead and print out hi. So we have an if-else statement, and within our if-else statement we have another if-else statement. Let's see if this works. Let's go ahead and run code. Notice x changed from 10 to 12. Why did that set of line of code run? Well, our initial variable was x equals 10, and we checked if x is equal to 10, and it is. So this turned out to be true. Because this is true, we reset our variable. We went into the block of code and we changed x from 10 to x equals to 12. And if x is equal to 12, then this set of code will now run. And therefore we got x changed from 10 to 12. Now, let's change it, say x equals to 15. Let's go ahead and run the code. And we get back hello. Why is that? Well, it's because this set turned out to be false. Therefore, this block of code ran. Now, let's change it and remove and say x is equal to 12. Now let's run it. And we get back hi. Well, why is that? Why did all of this code get bypassed? Well, it's because our first condition checked if x is equal to 10, and x is not equal to 10, in fact x is equal to 12. Therefore, none of this will run because this set of code is within the if statement. Therefore, this is the only thing that runs. So guys, that's all for this video. It's quite simple. If you don't understand it, go back and keep on doing examples. So that's all. Bye guys.